So I was wearing a Saints jersey. I was wearing a Drew Brees jersey. But to be quite honest, after what I've seen from the New Orleans Saints this entire season, it just felt disrespectful to wear that. I love the Saints. I love this team. But they are not playing well. And quite honestly, they are now beat the hell up. I just got to say this. Thank God the bye week is here because you're hurting. You are hurting. So just a list of the injuries that the Saints are dealing with. Are you ready for this? Marshon Lattimore, Malcolm Roach, Derek Carr, and Michael Thomas. So Michael Thomas left early in the game because of a knee injury. Derek Carr left because of a concussion and shoulder injury. So the shoulder injury got re-aggravated. Dennis Allen was asked. Jameis Winston played decently well at the second part of the game. Is he the starting quarterback now? Dennis Allen said no. Derek Carr is your quarterback. There's no QB competition going on whatsoever. So in terms of the stats, it's just this game could have been won. It really could have been won. It really could have been won. And that's what's most frustrating about it. Here's the halftime or the final stats. Here's the final stats. Final score 19-24. Derek Carr 8 for 13, 57 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. He got hurt and left the game. So Jameis Winston comes in, goes 13 for 25, 122 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Alvin Kamara 9 carries for 42 yards. And then on top of that, you also have Chris Olave, 6 receptions, 94 yards. A.T. Perry also had a great touchdown catch, 1 reception. He had an amazing touchdown. Josh Dobbs, he tore it up, though. 23 of 34, 268 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. And to be quite honest, Saints fans, it just stinks, man. It just freaking stinks. And I wish that I could come here and just give you guys like, hey, it's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. We're going to be like, things are going to work out. But they're not. I mean, where the hell was Taysom Hill? They used him a ton in the beginning of the game. Nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found in the second half. Michael Thomas gets hurt on the first freaking play. Maybe the second. But first 3 or 4 plays, Michael Thomas gets hurt. That's a huge loss. But Chris Olave, credit to him, he played well. Like, almost 100 yards. He had a touchdown. He caught some very impactful catches. He made some very impactful plays that really helped this team get to where they needed to finally try and win. The first half got out of hand very quickly. Very, very quickly. There was no defense. I mean, to be honest, you had Josh Dobbs looking like Patrick Mahomes out there. And it was just so disappointing. It was disgusting. And quite honestly, I'm mad, man. I'm mad. So I want you to let me know who's today's biggest loser. Like, who's to blame? Is it the coaching? Is it the offense? Is it the defense? Is there a specific player that you have in mind? Let me know. I think coaching is to blame. There was a lot of freaking penalties, man. Saints had a lot of penalty problems. And that's something that can't happen. Last week, you had 1 penalty for 5 yards. This week, 9 for 74. How do you go from such a great and clean week of football, penalty-wise, to this? And I will say, the Vikings also had 5 for 35. It seemed like the refs were flag happy. I was talking to producer Seeps over at the Vikings channel during the game, and him and I both agreed, this is just a ref show. It's unbelievable. So let me know, who's your biggest loser from today? I'm upset. I see a lot of people saying coaching. See some people in the live chat saying the offense, some of the defense. We do have a live poll saying 43% says everyone is to blame. We stink. 5% on the defense to blame, 13% of the offense, and 39% is coaching. But guys, if you think coaching's to blame, if you think the offense stinks, if you think the defense is terrible, trust me, you're going to want to subscribe because we're going to be talking about coaching changes. We're going to be talking about coaching replacements. We're going to be talking about all sorts of content. We're going to be giving you guys videos almost every single day. We're going to be giving you guys coverage all throughout the season. But yeah, I highly encourage you to subscribe today. But I want to get back to my point about Taysom Hill. Where in the hell was he? He literally didn't do anything today. Like, they barely utilized him. I'm going to read you guys Taysom Hill's stats for the day. His rushing, 1 for 6. His receiving, 2 for 17. That's it. one of my keys to victory was give Taysom Hill the ball. Make him run the ball a bunch. They didn't do it. Saints lose. Maybe it's a crazy concept to say, I think I might know ball. Maybe I know ball. Maybe I should be a head coach. Maybe I should go and lay more money down on Prize Picks. I mean, I love Prize Picks. It's daily fantasy sports made easy. If you go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and you use promo code CLNS, you get a $100 deposit match on your first deposit. And guys, it's so much fun. You can win 25 times your money if you're lucky or if you know ball like I do. And there's so many reasons why I love Prize Picks, but there's just the top 5. It's daily fantasy sports made easy. It's not you versus sharks. It's not you versus pros. It's you versus numbers. It's literally you watching the game, rooting for the more or less. It's the largest DFS app in North America. There's not a better one out there. Prize Picks, number 1. New Orleans Saints, not number 1. Daily specials, you get discounts. There's all sorts of promos and all sorts of fun stuff that they do randomly. So make sure when you download it, you pay attention to those things. And like I said, up to a $100 deposit match, and you can combine NFL and NBA picks. So guys, go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use promo code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. The link is available in the comment section and in the description of this video. Shout out to Prize Picks, daily fantasy sports made easy. All right, so just some more thoughts that I wanted to talk about before I start taking y'all's questions. Man, this was one of those games where if you won, your playoff chances just skyrocket. You lose, and they drop down significantly. And I'm looking at NFL scores across the league right now. Falcons, as of right now when we're filming this video, there's 10 and a half minutes left in the second quarter. They are winning 7-6 against the Cardinals. Your Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat the Titans 20-6. So that's not good. It's not good for your rankings. The best thing that can happen is the Vikings or the Falcons lose. Because holy cow, you might blow this and not make the postseason. This team, I'm going to quote Shorzy, and I hope that some of y'all are still hanging out with us for this. I'm going to quote Shorzy for this. This team likes winning, but they don't hate to lose. This team likes to win. They enjoy the celebration. They enjoy the praise. They enjoy the recognition. And I'm not saying that that's all they're going for. Like, those are natural things for a human to enjoy. Those are things that, as a person, you and I, face to face on this through this screen, whether it's your laptop, phone, TV, whatever, that's one thing we can all agree on. We love the praise. We love the celebration. We love to succeed. But do you hate failure? Do you see failure and get disgusted? Like, that's my thing. This team likes winning, but they don't hate losing. So let's get into some of y'all's thoughts. Sandra, fire Dennis Allen, fire Pete Carmichael. We are back on the train. We are fully back on the train. Fire Pete, fire Dennis. Rotrell, also on the train. Fire Dennis Allen, fire Pete Carmichael. Get them out. They're done. It's a losing culture. It's a losing coach. Teams are a direct image of their coach. And look at what Antonio Pierce has done with the Raiders. That team is a dumpster fire. The team doesn't have that much great talent. Like, they have individual players at a bunch of different positions that are great. But the team stinks. And look what Antonio Pierce has them doing. They're bought into him. This team doesn't buy into Dennis Allen. This team isn't bought into Pete Carmichael. Like, they were showing highlights of the 49ers game during the stream, and I was watching a Deebo Samuel reverse play that ran for 20 yards and got a touchdown. Saints can't do that. They legit couldn't do that because they can't run it. They can't run it well. They can't run things correctly, and for that, they're going to have to suffer and not be able to get creative in the playbook, and that is what is holding this team back. It's the play calling. It's the coaching. It's the execution. It's everything. But if you want to make a fix, start at the top. Start at the top and work your way down. That's how you fix this team. That's how you make this problem go away. And that is how you get back to winning and making a winning culture. Because that's just not what the New Orleans Saints have right now. Sure, they're winning, and they are blessed to be in an absolute shitty division, but they need all the help they can get. Two Stance Fishing, one of our Super Chat real ones, one of our legends here on the channel. Coach knows what he's doing. The coach knows what he's doing and holds talent accountable. That's what he wants, a coach that holds talent holds talent accountable. John Gruden, do you want the Saints to hire John Gruden? Let me know in the comment section. Yes or no? Would you like John Gruden to take over for this team as your head coach? Just give me a yes or no. Not even as the head coach, as the offensive coordinator. You want to be your OC? Just let me know. How many people in the raffle? We did do a Drew Brees jersey raffle. It is laser engraved with his signature. Shout out to Rain1134. We're going to be dropping this in the mail for you. If you want to be a part of our giveaways in the future, be sure to subscribe and join us for our live shows. Trade for Sean Payton back. I knew we were going to get one of those, and to be quite honest, I disagree. I don't want the Saints to bring back. Like, don't go back. Because if you go back, you don't have Drew Brees. You're just going to be putting yourself back again more years. Because Broncos are going to ask for a first-round pick at least. They're going to want their compensation back. John Harrison's Jimbo Fisher. He just got fired by the Aggies, so maybe. I can't justify trading for Sean Payton, man. I can't. A couple more questions I want to get to. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. Did Taysom Hill play quarterback at all today? No. Not at all. Saints head coach options. Give me Ben Johnson. Give me Ben Johnson. Give me Ben Johnson, the offensive coordinator of the Detroit Lions. Give me him. I want him so bad. He's so talented. He's so smart. He's so creative. He is a guy that I think could take this. Like, I think Dennis Allen is good enough at defense to where if you bring in a stud offensive coordinator, a young, hungry, talented, smart, just dog of an offensive coordinator that can get in his bag and close it off for the entire NFL and no one's going to get through there. If you can do that, that is somebody that I think that Dennis Allen would be complimentary to Dennis Allen. Quite honestly, if you do that, I'm okay with keeping Dennis Allen. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's so unfortunate. Who should take over? Dennis Allen's fired. Ronald Curry. He's the passing game coordinator. He called plays in the preseason. He's young. Just give him a chance, man. My thing is, I don't know if it's going to get better, but it certainly won't get worse. It certainly won't get worse. Cliff, fire the whole coaching staff. It might be time to blow it up, man. It might be time to blow it up, unfortunately. Rain, we're going to end on this one. I also see your $2 super chat. You're right. They don't have the heart to coach. I agree. So, Rain, he asked for a Shotsky. We've been doing this thing on the channel. Your boy, Trizzy Trace. Shout out to Allie Barefoot at Chat Sports for making this. Hoot out. We got a little Shotsky. On the back says New Orleans Saints with our logo. It's sick. So, we're going to just do a Shotsky, end the stream, or end the pregame show, or postgame show, excuse me. We're going to call it a day and just, you know what, go into the bye week and just hope to God that nothing else crazy happens. Like, let's hope that no one gets arrested. Let's hope that no one breaks a leg walking down the street. I mean, it just feels like this team just is cursed, man. It feels like they're cursed. But maybe this Shotsky will lift the curse. How this works. This is my shot. This is your shot. Cheers. All right, Saints fans. That's going to do it for us today. Unfortunately, I wish that I could come with some more positive news. I wish I could come and give you guys a fun reaction. But unfortunately, New Orleans is going to fall to the Minnesota Vikings once again. It's always a close game. It's always a hard-fought game for both sides whenever these two teams play. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being a part of what we're doing here at Chat Sports, guys. Be sure to subscribe. Turn on your notifications. It's going to be tough. The Saints won't do it, but y'all stay golden. Catch you next time.